Take a step outside and seize the day now.
Hey, good morning. So we flew in from New York to Charleston yesterday, and we figured we'd spend a day in Charleston because we haven't been down here for a little bit, and we're staying at the Indigo Inn. Haven't stayed here before. It's really neat. It's a nice little hotel right in the heart of downtown Charleston. You can get to all the attractions and things you want to see everything's within walking distance. But let me show you the hotel. We stayed here last night and we're going to stay here tonight. And it's nice, a very European feel to this place. Let me show you. Let's go inside. I'll show you the lobby. We'll walk right through. It's a small lobby. It's the only bit of air conditioning on the main floor. As you walk through, you can see there's a courtyard, and all the rooms are situated around the courtyard. It's 3 stories high. Now, the courtyard is a great place to relax, to enjoy your included breakfast, as well as the late afternoon wine and cheese. And we'll show you more of that later. Let's walk back out to the parking lot. So one nice thing is they have on-site parking. It's $20 a day, but that's cheaper than parking garages. And you don't find this very often in a hotel in Charleston. Usually you have to have valet parking, which is much more expensive, or find a parking lot, a public parking lot, and leave your car there. So it's nice to actually have your car right next to the hotel. Yeah, we did a tour of our room last night when we arrived. Let me show you what it looks like. All right, so let me show you our room here at the Indigo Inn.
Come on in. Come on in.
And this is the atrium view because we have a view of the atrium.
Wow,
and it's a queen bed with a sitting area and a TV.
Yeah.
Want to show them the bath?
Closet in there to put our bags.
Refrigerator.
And a shower in the bath.
Let's take a look. Shower.
The toilet.
Nice. Looks clean. Water closet, so to speak. And they have a safe. It's August and it's hot, so let me walk over to the shade here, tell you a little bit more. Now, there's a lot to see and do in Charleston. It's definitely a city here, Charleston, South Carolina, a city that you want to visit. And we've done some videos on it before. If you look under the playlist, Living in South Carolina, you'll see some videos about Charleston. So we're only going to be here for a day. We'll do a walking tour around and show you some of the nice spots. But if you look at VIATOR, they have a listing of all the things you can do. And they're a good source, because if you come into a new city and you're not sure what to do, what to see, check it out. And I'll put the link below. The link is down below to VIATOR for Charleston, South Carolina. And definitely, if you're coming here, check out some of the planned tours. They're not very expensive, and it's already set up for you. We've used them multiple times in multiple cities here and in Europe, and it always seems to work well. We've never had an issue. Now, one piece of advice, if you're going to visit Charleston, South Carolina, or anywhere in the southeast where you're going to have a lot of outdoor activities, don't do it in the summer. It's hot, it's humid. Best time to come is in the spring and the fall. And today we're going to do some walking. We'll see how far we get. It's supposed to be close to 90 with high humidity. And it wouldn't be our first choice as far as when to come. So again, avoid the summer when visiting this city. So let's head back inside to the atrium. Sue's inside enjoying her coffee in the atrium area. And then we're going to do a walk around the city and just show you some of the great sights of Charleston. How's the coffee?
Good.
Enjoyed your breakfast?
Yeah, I'm very full now.
Ready to get some walking in?
No, it's very hot.
Very hot. Well, we're going to try anyway. We're going to do a little walking.
We have to get water.
Now, before we start our walk, let me show you the amenities that are included with your stay. There's coffee and tea available all day. And each morning in the lobby, you'll find a delicious continental breakfast. In the afternoon, you'll find some cool refreshments and a snack. And in the late afternoon, there's wine and cheese, which we thoroughly enjoyed. And at night in the lobby, you'll find some cookies and milk. Now let's start our walk. Hey, one nice thing is right near the Indigo Inn where we're staying is a Harris Teeter. We just went in to pick up some water for our walk. With water in hand, we began our walk around historic Charleston, South Carolina. What you'll notice first is all the historic homes built back in the 17 and 1800s. And what you'll notice is that the front door does not lead to inside the home, but leads to a side porch. This is a very common feature of the homes you'll find in Charleston. Now, what you might not know is that Charleston sits on a fault line and had a devastating earthquake in 1886. Right after that quake, many owners put earthquake bolts to try to strengthen their homes. If you look carefully, you'll find many of these earthquake bolts in the historic homes of Charleston. Now, if you're in the mood for some shopping, Historic Charleston has you covered. So when you come to Charleston, head over to Market Street and East Bay Street and check out the old Charleston City Market. This is also near where the Carnival cruise ships come at the Port of Charleston. You can see it way off in the distance. The market was established in the 1790s, and it has a little bit of everything. They have an assortment of everything here, and this is a very popular spot with the locals, but especially the tourists. They have the baskets that are hand woven, hats, pictures, jewelry. But there's not just one building. There's, I believe, 3 buildings right in a row. Now here's a hot tip. The last building has air conditioning. And there are restrooms in the buildings, which is good to know if you're walking around town. So we're stopping here in the market to have a fresh lemonade because we're hot and we're thirsty.
Nothing like lemonade on a hot day in Charleston. It's good.
Now after checking out the market, it's a short walk to one of Charleston's parks. So there's a great little park on the east side of the city, and this is where you'll find the well-known pineapple fountain. Great place to come down, cool off, sit under the shade. Really nice. And just a short walk south of this park, you'll find the famous Rainbow Row of Homes. And from here, if you continue walking south, you'll end up at Charleston's Battery Park. So we're walking south on East Bay Street and we're heading towards, I think it's Battery Park, another little park on the water. So you may not know this, at one time Charleston was a walled city to protect it from attack back in the 1700s. And this is supposedly the remains of one of the walls around the city. Pretty old, 300 years old. We continue to walk south towards Battery Park. And along the way, you'll find some classic, well-preserved Charleston homes. Now, Battery Park is not too far from here. Just keep walking south along the water. So we're down at the southernmost point of the city of Charleston, and here you'll find the point, and this is where there's another park which is known as Battery Park, and another cool place to cool off down by the water. This area is along the water and was used to protect Charleston during the American Civil War. Okay, so that completes our brief walking tour of Charleston. As I said, there's a lot to see here. Check out VIATOR for some organized activities. Links are below. We're heading back to the hotel. It's midday. We're going to get inside and cool off. And up next, we're going to show you two of our favorite places to have supper here when visiting Charleston, South Carolina. Now, one of those is Heyman Seafood. The locals will tell you that it's a tourist trap, but they've been serving delicious seafood since the 1800s. They don't take reservations, and this place is always crowded. But while you're waiting, they'll offer you some complimentary hush puppies. And once you get inside, take a good look at the tables. They have plaques showing the names of the famous stars that have eaten here in the past. Another one of our favorites is Poogan's Porch. This was once the home of two sisters, and apparently one of the sisters, Zoe, haunts the restaurant. The food here is delicious. I had their world-famous chicken fried pork, and it was fantastic. Sue had their shrimp and grits, and she thought it was some of the best she's ever had.
It was delicious, but I'm so full.
Yes.
Now we have to walk back.
Sue liked it much better than the meal last night, and my chicken fried pork cutlet was excellent. The coating was unbelievable. And how was your shrimp?
Oh, the shrimp and grits were excellent. Loved it.
So no spirits, no ghosts. But if you're in Charleston, definitely recommend Poogan's Porch. Make reservations though, because it's really popular, and often you can't get in if you just walk in. All right. Until next time, safe travels.